Hey guys, Kakusei here with another review. This time I'll be doing the deluxe Kakusei Enma Breath from Yokai Watch. This is a premium Bandai exclusive Dream Link item that's worn by Lord Enma in his Awakened form. This includes the Kakusei Enma Breath, a Yokai Watch Dream cover, a neck strap, and one Yokai Dream medal. So, let's get started. First up, we'll look at the included Dream medal. This is the Sendai and Mada Dayo medal, which is, in English, the previous Lord Enma. This is the grandfather of the current Lord Enma, and is the Lord Enma who was referred to in the first Yokai Watch game, who had passed before the start of that game. As you can see, he is a much larger and more intimidating figure than his grandson, the current Lord Enma. And you can see that, like the previous Enma medals that have been made into Dream medals, and the previous Enma medals in general, he is a hollow medal. In this case, in matching up with the previous Enma Dream medals, he is a clear frame hollow. And here on the back we have the QR code, which if you scan into Yokai Watch 3, will actually give you the Kakusei Enma brace in-game, which is an item that can only be equipped to Kakusei Enma himself, though getting him is another ordeal entirely. So, we next test him out with the Yokai Watch Dream, which will need to be upgraded to at least version 3 in order to use. Next, let's look at the Kakusei Enma Breath itself. Now, to explain what this actually is, I'll need to actually go into the name for a little bit. So, on the box, and the way it's supposed to be pronounced is the Kakusei Enma Breath. But, for the word breath, they actually, in Japanese, use the kanji mateki, which means magical flute. So that's what this is actually supposed to be. For the design, you can see, it has this gold plastic center, with the outside being surrounded in these clear blue flames. You can see the kanji for O, or king, here at the bottom, which is, of course, the tribe symbol for the Enma tribe itself. You can see the mouthpiece up here, with what will be an LED right there. Here's the spot to place the Yokai Watch Dream. On the back we can see the speaker and the slit for the Yokai Watch Dream's sounds to come through. The on-off switch right here, and the battery compartment, and this takes 3 bun-cell batteries, which are included. You also have the neck strap, which is this blue nylon neck strap, which is actually made very similarly to the one that came with the Yokai Watch Fumi-chan version. Big difference here being that it uses this kind of loop cord instead of a carabiner. So in order to attach this, instead of trying to loop it through and put the whole thing, you can actually what you're supposed to do is detach this clip from the rest of it. Then loop it through here. Pull this part through like that. Then reattach the neck strap. And this way you can wear it around your neck. You also got this little clip for unclipping it and then putting it on. And you can adjust the length using this piece here. With that said, for the remainder of this review, since it will mainly just get in the way, I'll be detaching the neck strap. just like so. So, like the Enma blade, this does have some licensed sounds on its own. So, we'll start by switching it on. And for the Kakusei Enma breath, you push down on the mouthpiece button. It'll get you 3 tunes that will cycle in order. So here's the first tune. The second tune. And the third tune. Now if you actually press and hold down the button while a tune is playing, it will repeat the tune on loop until you release the button. Next up, we can use the Kakusei Enma breath with the Yokai Watch Dream to unlock new sounds in the Kakusei Enma breath and unlock a new dream link in the Yokai Watch Dream. So, for this, we're going to want to detach it from the base as always, but before attaching it to the Kakusei Enma breath body, we're actually going to want to attach this rubber cover, similar to the ones for the evolution sets, or evolution kits, for the Yokai Watch U. So this simply goes on, like so, that the on-off switch is seen right here, the activation button goes through here, and then you have this little slit for the release button. And it is best to put it on before attaching it, as when you do, it's actually going to be more difficult, since it is actually a pretty tight fit. So then, we'll set it on like this, and twist to the right, or rather to the left. I'll just do it one more time as we're covering the speaker hole. In doing so, we get this little activation sound. Now, if you press the mouthpiece button, it will give you the same 3 tunes, but with add-on instrumentation. And now before getting to the Dreamlink feature here, I'm actually going to bring in a medal that is relevant to this but wasn't included. And that is the Kakusei Enma medal, or the Kakusei Enma Dream medal. And this is a medal that is included with the physical versions of Yokai Watch 3 Sukiyaki. So here you can see Kakusei Enma with his changed appearance. You can see he has a new purple robe, has unlocked a third eye, his hair has changed from blonde to white, and you also see that he's wearing the Kakusei Enma breath around his neck. Here's the QR code, which will unlock an item in Yokai Watch 3, and we can use him with the watch. And this medal is another one that has both a win phrase and lose phrase. So let's see if we can get the lose phrase now, as that was the win phrase. So, when he wins, he says, "Of course I'd win," and if he loses, he says, "I lost? That can't be." And for a little comparison, here is the Dream Link, or the Dream Link Kakusei Enma Breath, with the Yokai Dream and whatnot, alongside the Yokai U with the Evolution Kit version E. And you can see there are a little bit of similarities in design. You can see both use this style of kind of extension here with the Enma tribe symbol. And they also have these kind of teeth pieces going around the bezel of the watch. So, next up we can activate the Dream Link. So of course, as always, going to press and hold the button for a little bit, and that'll start up the Dream Link. So, we can use a medal like this, set in for the Dream Link's roulette. So the basic idea of the roulette is that this is deciding which of the two hells should Kakusei Enma deliver punishment with. As one thing to know about Kakusei Enma is that he is one of 4 yokai who are considered god yokai, along with the previous Mada Dayo, Nurarishin, and Kakusei Hinoshin. So the first one that we heard here was the punishment of infinite hell. Then we can see if we can get the second one. There we have the other punishment, which is Shakunetsu Jigoku, or Searing Flame Hell, the other one being Mugen Jigoku. And of course, both of these, if you press the button after it has been done or completed, that will repeat the sound. And the final thing we can do is activate the Dream Link's roulette charge. So, you have to press and hold the button until the roulette starts. So, let's start the God Roulette. Unfortunately, I ran out of time there and had to do this again. And like with all of the Yoki Charge roulettes, getting a win is difficult, so I'm gonna cut and get back to you guys when I get a winning result. Now this medal has a god charge rather. And this charge, when used in Yokai Watch 3's Yokai Watch Buster's Treasure Mode, will power up your yokai for the next dungeon you go in. So, if we detach this, and deactivate the Dream Link, we can see that this does have the charge on it. So add that charge melody onto the identification. And there we go. Overall, while the Kakusei Enma Breath is pretty cool for being a Dreamlink item that customizes the look of the Yokai Watch Dream, similar to the evolution kits for the Yokai Watch U, besides that, it doesn't have all too much going for it. Playability-wise, it just has the 3 tunes that change slightly when you attach the Yokai Watch Dream, and all other functionality is via the Yokai Watch Dream's Dream Link. And that is just a simple Dream Link having a song that plays and one of 2 random results, along with a charge mode, which unless you have Yokai Watch 3 and a method of actually using the Yokai Dream Melds, that being a Japanese 3DS and a rear writer device, or a Japanese new 3DS of some kind, then that charge mode isn't going to be of much use to you. Additionally, this doesn't seem to be an item that has made any kind of major significant appearances in the anime, and as far as I can tell, it's just something that's worn by Kakusei Enma in the Yokai Watch 3 games. So, as far as recommending this, I'd say this is the kind of thing that I only recommend to hardcore collectors, and not so much to casual fans. But if you do pick it up, it is a pretty neat item. So, next time I'll be reviewing Kamen Rider Paradox from the Level Up Rider series. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and or comment, and subscribe to keep up with my latest videos. And for now, this is KRX50, riding off.